Hi, it's Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. I'm the Ph.D. Antiques Appraiser. I'm going to tell you all there is to know about art, antiques, and collectibles and the values right here. I've got my guest. Everything's unscripted. I don't know what's coming next. Here we go. Hi, how are you? Oh, you're not ready is how you are.
Hello, me?
Yeah, you.
This is Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. Where are you calling from?
Arizona.
Nice to see you. What have you got for me?
I have a...
You don't have like $1 million or jewelry or flowers or
jewelry.
cake or something for me? What do you have for me? Oh, jewelry. Okay. Let's see it. Can you put the piece in front of your camera? Not in front of your camera. There you go. Kind of in front of your camera. Look at where your camera is, Kathy, and put the piece in front of it. There you go. Better. We don't. Yeah, you got to move it over. Okay, Kathy. Your face is in the camera. Put it in front of your face if that works for you. There we go. Can you back it up a little bit? Okay. And over there, right there. Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving.
You're
still moving. Oh, Kathy, you're a sweetheart, but you're still moving. All right. So tell me a little bit about your ring, which is, of course, called a kinetic. It's called a kinetic sculpture. It's called a kinetic sculpture ring.
Hang on, here's my, okay. It's 18 karat gold.
Yeah.
It has
and it moves on its own. Do any of you see it? Because it's still not in front of the camera.
Here you go.
All right. It's a kinetic sculpture ring. It's 18 karat gold.
It has a marking of 1972.
Okay.
Copy 1972 with the C.
And we've got diamonds.
Initial N.
Okay.
.TEUFEL.
And we've got diamonds. Stop
3 diamonds.
moving. Do not move it. Don't move it. Okay. You're still moving it, but okay. It's a little bit hard. So you have some indicator marks with respect to makers. Did you test those stones?
No.
Okay. Well, the tester will help you to test those stones. And you can get that at drloriv.com on the specials and shopping page. And when you do shop for something, yes, I get a small compensation. Yes, it's called a kinetic sculpture ring. Kinetic, moving. Yeah. Kinetic sculpture ring, very typical of the 1960s and 1970s. And that particular piece, did you find it in California?
No. A customer of mine gave it to my daughter for her 16th birthday.
Oh, that was nice. So what kind of work do you do?
I do senior citizens hair.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I work in a beauty shop.
So does your 16-year-old daughter like it?
Pardon me?
Does your daughter like it?
She doesn't care for gold. She likes silver.
She likes silver. Okay, that's very true of a lot of folks. That particular piece, because it's 18 karat gold and because it is indeed marked, I would have the diamonds checked. And that particular piece has a market value just about $1,200 on the retail market right now. That was a very, very nice gift. I hope she starts liking gold.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that was Kathy. And she's kind of moving, kind of like her ring. She's kinetic. Anyway. Very nice piece. And again, 18 karat gold. So that was very nice. I'm sure she's good to that client. And that's why they wanted to make sure that she got something nice for her daughter. So again, you can go to the directions, the description right here on the channel and look at the description and read how you can become, of course, one of the lucky guests right here on Ask Dr. Lori Live. Here's my next guest. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Sherry. I'm calling from West Virginia.
Hi, Sherry. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm great. What'd you do today? What's behind you?
Behind me?
That a picture behind you? Or is that saline solution? I have saline solution all over the house. What's that?
I've had some eye allergies the past few days. So yes, saline solution.
Oh, does that help you? Saline solution helps you with the eye allergies?
Not enough, because you see my contacts aren't in anymore.
Yeah, well, you know what? When you don't feel good, you just got to take the contacts out. Do you change the contacts enough? Oh, I don't have to be an ophthalmologist today. Anyway, show me your object.
All right, so we've got a big old ledger here. It has tons of stuff in it.
Tons of stuff in it, including the masking tape, which I really don't like.
No, oh. I know.
All right, show me what kind of stuff you have in it. Well, you're not going to say it's not interesting. So, okay, what kind of stuff do you have in it? How'd you acquire it?
This actually belongs to my sister. So I am not certain how she acquired it, but she's not here right now.
So does your sister just get everything? You have that sibling who just gets everything and you don't get anything. Do you have one of those siblings?
She does find some interesting stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess so. Okay, what's in there?
So there's a lot of stuff in here. These couple pages have over 50 railroad tickets dating from late 1800s to about 1930. And most of them have signatures on them. They're from all kinds of different railroads. And the person who created this ledger appears to have worked for the railroad. He worked for the Erie Railroad Company for a while. He's got all kinds of his business cards, newspaper clippings full of, folks associated with the railroad that have passed. There's all kinds of correspondence. Some is handwritten letters. Some is typewritten, all from the late 1800s and early 1900s. It goes to about the middle of the 20th century. So
she acquired it somewhere. Is she a railroad Anna collector or no?
No,
Okay.
no.
It's going to depend on what this is. First of all, ephemera, which is the term for all this paper stuff that we have in the world. We've got all of our offices and we don't want to have paper. No paper. We want to be paperless,
Right.
But of course, paper is extremely important in terms of tracking what happened, tracking culture for the most part. So the tickets can have a little bit of value. The written correspondence can have value depending on who wrote it and what they're writing about, even if it's not a famous person writing about it. And this is what to look for, of course. Even if not a famous railroad, it's important that you, in fact, have something that relates to, of course, the progression or the technology of the railroad or something like that can have a little bit of value. So do you have 25 pages there in that ledger, which is not in very good condition because I hate the masking tape, by the way?
There's far more than that. There are also old photographs. There's, appears he worked in refrigeration for the company for a while. There's shipping.
Refrigeration for the railroad, is that what you're saying?
For the railroad. Yes.
So, and is this piece near, did your sister find this near where you are? Where in the country did she find it?
I think it was found here in West Virginia.
Okay.
But
all right.
The stuff in here is from all over. We've got Erie Railroad, Nashville, Waterloo.
Okay. I'm sorry. So the Santa Fe, the B&O, the Reading, all of them. All the ones you remember from Monopoly. Right, all the famous railroads.
And a bunch I had never heard of before.
And the bunch you've never heard of that might have been scooped up. They get bought up over time. So your ephemera collection is probably worth somewhere around $100 to about $250 for all of it. Condition is going to be important for the portfolio, but the portfolio isn't really the biggest problem. What's the biggest problem is they glued it down to the paper or the pages. And then when you have to divorce it, it's a problem. Divorces are hard. You all know that. So that's one of those things you want to think about. But I would be in that $100 to $250 range. And most resellers, if you're thinking about the resale market, would have to, again, remove it and then go from there. Right?
All right.
You have to remove it to be able to resell it, basically. Selling it as a group, you probably can't get more than $100 out of it. Thank you for sharing some railroad history with us.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So when you're looking at pieces like this, where something's been put together, the process of something being put together or amassing a collection is important. So if they have a collection of things that relate to the railroad, there are a lot of railroad and train collectors who might be interested in the tickets or might be interested in the photographs, but may not be interested in the written letters or vice versa. So you have to think about those types of things when you are looking at those types of things. And I hope your allergies are better too. Squirt all that stuff in your eyes and try not to wear your contacts too much. Oh, I'm an authentic national treasure. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And thank you for the super chats and the super stickers. It, of course, helps to support the channel. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter at drloriv.com, because the newsletter, when you subscribe to it, we will send it to you right to your email. You don't have to do anything else other than, of course, subscribe at drloriv.com. It's easy to find. It's right in that main menu where the thumbs up are. The thumbs up is for what? Free, because we all like free. I'm Dr. Lori, the Ph.D. Antiques Appraiser. Here's my next guest.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Good to see you again.
Kim, nice to see you. Now, Kim, explain to everybody, how come you're seeing me again?
I had a half-hour video conference with you today and went over a whole number of items and was very pleased with what I heard.
Okay. So you got a lot of information and you were very organized. So you got through a lot of pieces too, right?
Yeah, we went through about 25.
Yeah. And you did more than that, but that was nice. And you got, in fact, information because you were trying to help out a church, right? They had got some donations and you weren't sure. And you said, maybe we should ask Dr. Lori before we actually have this estate sale or church sale. So nice to see you, Kim. Where are you calling from? Somewhere in Arizona, right?
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Okay. All right.
About 115.
115 degrees?
Yes.
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah,
that's very hot. That's like menopause hot. You've heard me say that before. That's hot. All right. Tell me what you got, sweetheart. Well, that's nice. Now, I would expect to see that there. You've got, if you look in the back of your little room there with your pretty arch, you can see, of course, the cactus and such in the back. Other side. There you go. Yeah, you can see that in the back. So you're in the Southwest, right? Yep. And then when you bring up a blackware pot, right? Very, very, very typical of the Southwest, of Pueblo pottery, places like the San Ildefonso Pueblo, that kind of thing. So is this one marked? You can see the feathers and the painted work. Is this one marked?
Yes, it is marked on the bottom. Near as I can read, it's EURIBIOPANDOLOL.
Okay, so you have a piece that is signed and you have a piece that is made. Now, I want you to show them the piece. Every single one of you want to show the mark. Here's the mark, here's the mark, here's the mark, here's the piece. I don't want to see the mark. I want to see the object. So let's see it from the side, not looking down into it. Right there. Held it up a little bit in front of your face if you would. I'm sorry. There you go. Now, can you turn it slowly so everybody can see it? All right. So the elements that you're seeing here are the contrast between the blackware pottery, the ceramic, and of course the gray or the charcoal color. So that contrast is really what you're looking at. And the more decorative, the higher the value. The more decorative, the more skilled the artist. The more decorative, though, it's worth more money. That's what you're looking at. How big is it in diameter?
It's about 5 inches.
You think it's 5 inches across this way?
Yes.
Okay. And then the other thing I want you to be aware of is you notice that you have the oils on your hands, which are going onto that pot, attracting dirt and deteriorating it. So the next time you touch that pot, I want you to wear some gloves.
Okay.
Right? Value on that pot, about $450 to $550, depending on market. It is not the, $3,000, $4,000 Maria Martinez Pueblo pot, but it's a very nicely executed pot. How'd you acquire it? How much did you pay for it?
I got it in a lot of items from an online auction. I think my value on this that I paid for it based on everything else in the lot was like $5.
So was it an online auction and you could get a whole bunch of things and you just bought all of it?
Well, there was a bunch of things put together.
Okay.
Into one lot.
What was the thing that made you go click? I'm going to pay for this. You saw a picture of this stuff. What was the thing? Oh, it was that. And you thought maybe this is the real deal. Yeah. Very nice. I think it dates probably to the 1970s or the 1980s.
Thank you.
Good to see you again, Kim. Thanks so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the video call.
Take care.
And if you want to have a video call with me, it's very easy to do. Of course, video calls are a good way for you to get a lot of things evaluated. Some people do 30 minutes or 60 minutes, whatever you want. You decide how long, and some people do short calls. So, of course, video calls where you can ask those questions and you can have your pieces appraised by me. A lot of people go, oh, I don't want to really do on the show. I don't want to do it live with you, Dr. Lori, with everybody watching, hundreds of thousands of people watching. I really want to see your video call privately. So you could do that too. It's easy. Is the maker gross any good for buying and reselling? Dated 1962. Can I see the object, Gail? If you show me the object, that would be a little bit more helpful because I could think of Gross, who is a printmaker in New York. I can think of Gross, who is a potter in Wisconsin. I can think of Gross, who is a sculptor in Florida. I'm thinking of like 5 or 6 different Gross artists with that name. So why don't you show me a picture? That will help. Thanks so much for the super chat and the super sticker. The iPod wouldn't let you give more. That's okay. That's okay. Keep watching, keep sharing. And of course, I appreciate all of them. Trying to figure out how to get in line. You'll figure it out. What do you have to do? I told you last time, get a read. It's right in the description. If you're on Facebook, it's right on Facebook. If you're on my specials and shopping page, which you should be on at drloriv.com, it's right there explained there too. It's very easy, not difficult to do. So read it and then you can get on here too. I want to see new faces. I want to see old faces. I want to see all your faces. So I'm Dr. Lori, the Ph.D. Antiques Appraiser. I appreciate the support. And I know that when you support the channel, it tells me, you know what, Dr. Lori, I'm following your channel and I'm making money or I'm finding beautiful pieces for my home. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Mary, and I'm in Tampa, Florida.
Mary, the first thing I appraised for you, let's see how good my memory is, was a glass vase that you found with prunes in it. True?
Yes, you're amazing.
Yes. It was a nice piece, actually. I think we did it for real bargain. So you're back. How is that boyfriend of
and
yours?
I did
Is his
a
name
30
Carl?
minute with you.
I'm sorry. Can you move your camera so it's horizontal, please?
Well, no, I'm backwards.
No, it doesn't help because your camera's probably
You know what
locked.
it is? Yeah, it's locked.
Was your boyfriend Carl or was that somebody else?
No, Carl's my boyfriend.
Carl's your boyfriend. He was a nice guy. I remember he was cleaning.
Yeah.
What have you got to show me? What have you got to show me?
I have an interesting piece that I found.
I'll decide if it's interesting, Mary. Come on. You can't decide if your piece is interesting.
Okay.
What have you got, honey?
I
need to see it, not you. I need to see it, not you. Can you back up and show us the whole piece?
Well, it's on top of something else because it's chalky and it's messy.
Okay. So you can't hold it up straight for me from that frame. You can't hold the frame up for me. Oh, look at that. There you go. All right. And can you go over so I don't see Mary, so I see the whole piece? See, this is why we want it horizontal. Okay. So you're saying it's a pastel. That's why it's chalky?
Yes.
All right. And was it in that frame and you took it out of that frame because you didn't want the glare?
No, I took it out of the frame to find out what it was because I thought that it was a print. But it was so perfect, and I looked at it, and the actual frame it came in was very old, and the newspaper that was behind it was from the early 1900s. I have the newspaper.
The loop is one of the things I want you to understand. And just because the newspaper behind it was old, that doesn't mean that the piece with it was old. It's possible that they could have actually put a newer piece inside with the old newspaper. Now, if it's glued down or you never changed it, then yes, okay, it's all together as one unit. Can I get a little closer to the piece itself and not just the top? We're looking at a lot of, a third of your focus is, are you looking at this? Are you holding the phone yourself, Mary?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Can you get any closer?
Yes.
There you go. Why do I want you to get close? I want people to be able to understand and look at the pastel and be able to get a sense. Go right to the chimney. Can you go to the chimney on the top? Right now you're at a yellow tree. And down a little bit, straight down. Straight down. Stop. I want you to notice and think about when you played hopscotch when you were a kid. You notice the chalk? That chalky element is pastel. This particular piece dates to the early years of the 20th century. How big is it?
Probably 24 by something like that. Does that make
20
sense?
by 24 possibly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where did you acquire it? How much did you pay for it? Where did you get it?
I think I paid $6 for it at a recycled shop. Yeah, the consignment store.
And it was in a frame in the consignment store?
Yes, I can show you the frame.
Was it by itself?
Yeah, this is the frame. It looked old, but it looked cheap to me.
It's not that old. It is cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what.
Okay, well, that's okay.
It has the nails on it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
See the nails?
I wanted to know where you got it. And I want to know how much you paid because I want to give everybody a tip about when you're looking for original art. First of all, most people will actually put a pastel under glass. And if you see some of the dirt from a pastel on the glass, you know that the piece is starting to flake or deteriorate pretty quickly. Value on your piece, about $150, early 20th century. It's really quite fine. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. Bye.
Take care. For all of you, if you would please make sure that your phones are horizontal and please try to have a measuring tape or a ruler or something out so we can get dimensions. It would be helpful. So thanks for being with me. I have guests who are coming in. I don't know what's coming. Nothing is vetted beforehand, like a lot of appraisal shows. This particular one, see what you got. I'm happy to be with all of you. I'm Dr. Lori, expert answers to all of your questions. Here's my next guest. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. What's your name?
Jennifer from Pittsburgh.
Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Have you been on the show before?
A couple weeks ago, yes.
Okay, well,
David and Heather with you.
Well, thanks for being with me. What she's referring to is one of my many nationwide TV appearances on morning shows and other shows. You might know me. I saw a client today on a video call who said, "Oh, Dr. Lori, the Curse of Oak Island on History. I love it when you're on." I said, "Yeah, it's a lot of fun to do the Curse of Oak Island, of course, and many of the other shows that I enjoy participating in." So tell me a little bit, Jennifer, about what you've got today. And are you in a hallway? Where are you?
Yeah, it's not a great background.
Okay, well, it's an okay background. We're getting a lot of reflection off your glasses. Is this a brooch? Is this a ring? What is this?
These are screwback earrings.
Oh, so you're showing me one earring.
Yes, but I do
Okay.
have two. But
Are they marked?
They have a K14.
Okay. Right. Can you go back toward your body, please? All right. And move over toward your door. Move your hands over toward your door. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay. And back toward your body, toward your body. Yeah. You get all kinds of reflections and such. Hard to see this. Well, it's because you got too much bright light on it. I don't know. What kind of light do you have on that? Oh, well, that's got to be better. And right there, stop. Stop. Don't move. Great. Thank you. All right. So they say 14K on them. They're pearls. They are, of course, gold metal. And they are, don't move. You're moving. Oh my gosh. All of you tonight. How did you acquire them?
These were wedding gifts to my mother in 1966.
They're nice. Yeah, they're nice. Do you ever wear them?
No, they are very painful.
They're painful because they're screwbacks.
Yes.
Well, yes, because you don't want to lose the pearls and you don't want to lose the 14 karat gold because they were expensive and they're expensive today. Value on that pair, $795. So they're very nice. They're very nice. I'm glad to see that smile. I like that smile. Those are beautiful. Thank you very much. Wear them in good health. They're cultured pearls. Of course, they are from the 60s, which she knew, and they are 14 karat yellow gold. They're big. The screwbacks hurt, but you won't lose them. And that's the whole idea. We've sort of made that technology work a little bit better as we got into the 21st century. But the idea of screwbacks is very, very typical. And lots of people paid a lot of money for screwbacks. I remember when my mother got a pair of earrings with little diamonds in them. And she went back and said, "I need screwbacks. I don't want to lose them." She didn't want to lose them, you know. So that's what you do. That they actually would charge you to have screwbacks put on. That's the same way today, too. Those are beautiful. Thank you very much. Thanks for your patience, too, in making sure that we got it right so everybody can see your pieces. Okay. Well, Veronica, I'm glad you know what you're doing from Melbourne. I loved Melbourne. I brought home a beautiful abalone shell from Melbourne. I remember it very well. I liked Australia so much. I wasn't crazy about the airplane ride home. It was kind of long, but I did love being in Australia and New Zealand. Wonderful, wonderful time. And thank you so much. I'm glad you were able to figure it out. It's very easy. We want you all to be part of Ask Dr. Lori Live. I'm Dr. Lori, the Ph.D. Antiques Appraiser. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel right here. That means go subscribe and ring that bell so you get alerts of when I'm doing, of course, free appraisals and other things for all of you. Hi, this is Dr. Lori. Oh, here's my guest. I'm sorry. I thought that said guest. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. How are you?
Hi, Dr. Lori.
Nice
It's
to see
April
you.
from Arkansas.
Nice to see you. What's your first name, honey?
April from Arkansas.
Hi, April. So have you been on with me before?
I have. I had the filigree earrings.
Who's the? Oh yeah, we had fun with you last week, April. Yeah, those were nice Spanish. I'm sorry, Portuguese and silver, and wow, those were nice. Who's the woman behind you in the blue-green frame?
That's my grandma. That's who I get my art love from. She was an artist.
Oh, that's nice. So did you make that drawing?
No, she did it. It's a self-portrait.
She did it herself. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I think it's fun to have pictures of grandma that aren't like only photographs. You know, we have photographs.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of us around our house, we have photographs of our family members. But that's nice. So she was an artist. How cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, how are things in Arkansas? Good?
Yes. Still hot, but yeah.
So what are you going to unveil here? You're going to unveil something?
Well, I'm going to have expert's choice. I have
No,
ceramic.
I don't do expert's choice. No. Show me your object, April.
Okay.
It's not expert's choice. You got to choose what you want, honey. It's up to you, not me.
Oh, it's so hard because I want to do jewelry all day long.
Okay.
But I have this tray
Yeah.
that I don't know very much about, but I have watched you, and it's a deep cut glass. It's so hard to do this because
You're doing fine. You're doing fine. Everybody can see it. I can see it. It's good. Very good.
It's 13 by 7.
Okay. How did you acquire it?
I got it at a thrift store that's like a community thrift.
Okay.
Where
was it? Set up the scene for me. You walk into the store. Was it on a shelf? Was it underneath something? Was it hiding? Did you find something that somebody else wanted and they were hiding it? Where was it?
It was just with all the other glass and ceramics. It
So
was
did it
not in
stand
any
out?
special place.
Did it stand out like a sore thumb? Was it like, oh my gosh, that's so good?
They had plates and everything stacked on it. So it really was a gem in the rough.
Okay. It's a beautiful tray. That's a very nice one. I like, of course, the fan motif. I also like that burst, the central burst. I like that very much. Notice the detail. More detail, of course, more value. And American Brilliant Cut Glass is going to come back. It's going to come back strong within the next 3 to 5 years. And I would say value on that piece today is probably $75. And what did you pay?
8.
8 is wonderful. 8 is wonderful. About 10%. That's wonderful. Good for you. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it?
I use it on my bathroom counter as a tray.
Okay.
I know, but
Okay.
I have all little glass things that I put out, and I use my stuff, Dr. Lori. I like to look at my pretties, and I use it.
You should use your pretties. That's fine. I'm not going to tell you what to do in your life. I just want you to be careful with things that might be strong up against it. So just be aware of that. But you enjoy it. Enjoy it in good health. I'm glad you got it for $8. You can't beat that. Good for you, April. Nice to see you, honey.
Can I say one more thing?
Sure.
I love that painting over your left shoulder.
This one?
The other one.
This one?
Yes, it looks so interesting.
That's a work by an artist named Bruce Johnson. And if you'll notice it, it is a paintbrush. I'll move this piece of Fenton so you can see it. It's a paintbrush with all of the fire, all the firemen are there putting out the fire because that artist is hot. I like it. It's a nice piece. He's a very well-known.
I love it.
Very well-known watercolorist and, of course, printmaker. I've written exhibition catalogs and books on his work. So we're terrific. I'm glad you love it. Well, you're an artsy type, so of course you would love it. I love it too. Nice to see you, April. Got to put the Fenton back carefully. Thank you. Oh, April's gone. Okay, who's my next guest? Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. Where are you calling from?
Hi, Dr. Lori.
Hi.
From Los Angeles, California. Arlisha.
Hi, Arlisha. How are you? Did we talk on a video call?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about what you've got.
Okay, so I went to the Goodwill yesterday and I picked up this.
Okay.
And I found these 2 books. So
Okay.
I'm interested in, only because you put on the website, Harry Potter. So I have this, and it says First American Edition 2005.
So when you say I put on the website, you were reading under the research at drloriv.com about old books. Is that right?
Yes, everything category that you have listed, I try to read over it over and over again until it sticks in my head because it's a lot of information.
I appreciate that, and that's how it will. Because of course, as a university professor, when you repeat it, the kids get it. So when you read it over, when you watch the videos more than once, you're going to get it. It's going to be sticky. It's going to stick. So a couple of different things. So you have the first American edition of Harry Potter, and which one of the books is it?
I have and the Half-Blood Prince, and also
no, one book. You're going to choose one. So it's the first American edition, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, right?
Yes.
2005. Is it signed by Rowling?
No.
Not signed by Rowling. Okay.
No.
So I appraised one recently, and I appraised that one at $5,000. It was the first edition. It had the dust jacket, which is also important, nice strong spine, and it was signed. So that's relatively important. Yours is unsigned, and your piece looks like it's in very good condition. Be careful of the dust jacket, the way you're letting it flap like that. You want to either take it off or leave it on.
Okay.
Okay. just so you don't rip it. Because if you rip it, the value goes down. Value on your piece, just about $750 for that first American edition of that particular volume of course, the great volumes, multiple volume books of Harry Potter. I was very lucky because when I was in Edinburgh, I went to, there's a place called the Elephant Cafe, and basically it's where she wrote the books. And it's really cool because if you go into the bathroom, you could write your name on the bathroom wall about Harry Potter, sort of a little something about Harry Potter. And I did it too. I don't usually write on bathroom walls, but I did. And it was a lot of fun. That's a beautiful place. Of course, if you have a chance to get to Edinburgh, Scotland, oh gosh, get there. It's a wonderful literary city. So thanks very much, Arlicha. Nice to see you. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. When you're looking at old books, what to look for? I want you to look for a strong spine. I want you to open the book and make sure that it doesn't have an odor, because a lot of you are buying them from other places. Be aware of things like, of course, bugs and active insects, because bugs love books. Bugs love paper. They like to chew, 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 just like me. I like to chew, chew, chew. And basically, you want to make sure that you're careful of all of that. If you have a dust jacket, you have the opportunity to buy the dust jacket. Great. Even if it's in bad condition, I want you to buy the dust jacket too, because it will help with value if you're reselling it. Chris, I was so happy with my appraisal. Good. I'm glad you're happy. Members and shows 3 weeks ago. Oh, that's very nice. I'm very glad that you guys are enjoying the show. Thank you for the super chats and the super stickers. It helps to support me doing more videos for all of you. I know you guys are learning. I know you're doing great because I hear it on the video calls. I hear it in the emails. I hear it on the comments here when you're saying, wow, Dr. Lori, I upped my game. I had a nice gentleman on one of the last few weeks who said, I'm upping my game. I've been doing this for a long time and you're teaching me stuff and I'm making even more than I did before. So I'm happy about that. That's wonderful. Terrific. So it's nice to see you. And I hope that you will continue to share the channel and, of course, to learn as much as you can from me. Scratching Florida Lotto tickets. Oh, yes, that's right. Pet rescues. A lot of you folks do that. A lot of you folks do that for charity. So you buy something at thrift stores, estate sales, yard sales, and then you reflip them. And then that money or a portion of that money goes to charities. So that's wonderful. Thank you very much for the super chats and the super stickers. I appreciate those too. So thanks for that. And again, if you want to send a picture to me so I can look at it, drloriv.com, you can do it right there. And I'm glad to, of course, look at your pieces and review them. If it's not worth the cost of the appraisal, I will tell you that for free. So this is fun. Here's my next guest. I'm Dr. Lori. And where are you calling from?
Hi, Dr. Lori. I am calling from the sprawling metropolis of Emmett, Idaho.
So you're in Idaho. Now, I just saw you last week, didn't I?
Week before last, I think, yeah. Oh, no, last week I was extra cranky, yes.
I think it was that. Okay, what's your first name? Extra cranky?
Leslie.
Leslie?
Leslie, yes.
Okay. Well, are you extra cranky today?
Oh, not so many microphone and camera problems today, so I'm okay.
Well, you're lucky because you're getting on the live pretty regularly. Who is that? That looks like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz behind you.
That actually is Woman in a Hat. It's a piece I bought from a artist. I like to reinvest my money into new artists, so made me happy to look at.
Well, that's nice. I like the seascape with the little kid with the swimmies on.
Yep,
I like that one. That's nice.
An artist out of California.
And what about the amber glass behind you?
That's a giant vase, and I don't know what it is yet.
That's really nice. Let's see that vase. Can you show me that vase?
Yes.
Let's see that vase. I love colored glass. You all love colored glass? Everybody likes to see the colored glass. She's got a bunch of colored glass there. She's got that amber piece. She's got a nice blue satin glass over on the other shelf. We'll give her a little time to go get it because now I made her go. I didn't mean to make her go moving around. I thought she could just grab it quickly.
Yeah, no.
That's all right. That's no problem. Let's see what else. Yeah, let's just kind of voyeur in your house,
If I had a mobile camera.
That's okay.
So...
Anyone notice the same people get on repeatedly? No, actually, picks over peas. Where are you? Get on. Go read how you get on. Do the technology. I want to see your face. It's not that everybody gets on repeatedly. It's like they're the ones who actually bother to get on. So we want you. I want you. Come on. Don't complain. Do it. Read how you do it. It's very simple. Jennifer's doing it. Other people are doing it. You can do it too. So again, we want to see all of you. So
someone's griping about me being on again. I got knocked off 15 times.
No one's griping. They want to know, and it's everybody's welcome. Yep. So I want to tell them. Read it right there in the description, or go on Facebook. Oh, you can't get the vase? Okay, show me what you got.
This is awful on the reflection.
Get it in front of your face. There you go. That's good. I like her. She's nice. I like the horse too. How did you acquire it?
I went to my very first estate sale.
Really? Your first estate sale?
Yeah.
I find that hard to believe. Where'd you get all the rest of this stuff? Not at estate sales?
Goodwill, and I'm also helping with a fundraiser. So
okay. Can I see the back? All right. Right there, when you look at the back, that piece was put into that frame sometime between 1900 and 1920. Now, that piece is a piece that is on paper and not canvas. The frame, in fact, is a frame that dates to just about the 1920s. It's nice composition matter as well as wood. I need to see the object so everybody can see the object, Leslie.
Oh, okay.
Can you hold it up, please? Can you hold it up? There you go. And the other thing about this that I like is I like the hat. I like the expression on the woman's face very much. So you got this at an estate sale. How much did you pay?
I paid $20 for 2 of them.
Okay.
And the second one was duct tape and cardboard, so I took it out.
Okay, so $10 for the one that you were showing me, and value on the one $10 with that frame, just about $100. Very nice. Nice to see you. Thanks for showing us the glass too.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. So yes, I want all of you to participate. Please go and read on how you do this. It's very easy. All of these folks, easy for you to do. Make sure you're holding your camera horizontally, and I'll do your free appraisal too, right here on Ask Dr. Lori Live. I'm the Ph.D. Antiques Appraiser. I evaluate 50,000 objects a year. I've done it for the last 22 years. I've seen it all. I'm telling you that I've seen it all. There's nothing you're going to show me I haven't seen. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. How are you doing? I like the pink headphones.
Thank you.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Ashley from Utah.
Ashley, can you sit up a little bit for me, honey? I hate to make you sit up, but if you could just a bit. And the reason why is because I want to be able to see that closer. There you go. And right there is perfect. There we go. Hey, it matches your headphones match your nail polish. Oh, and now you have 4 hands. What just happened?
My sister's here.
Oh my gosh, we had all these people doing jewelry. So you have what kind of mark is on that piece? I'm looking at. It's easy to get on. Thank you. Go to follow instructions. Easy to get on. Thank you, TMR. All right. Oh, you're showing me a million different things. Can I look at the object?
Says
oh boy, you guys. I don't know.
905.
So, what does it say? Is there a mark on it?
Yeah, it says 7-905 on. Well, we have a receipt that says that. I don't know if the jewelry itself says it.
Okay, and then do you have smoky topaz? What other stones are in that?
So it says it doesn't say anything about what the stones are.
Just count 25 count.
Yeah, sadly. So I'm not sure. We were told it was amber, but we don't know.
Okay, so you were told this was amber. How'd you acquire this?
It was our Aunt Madge's. I'm looking at my mom.
That's all right. Hi, Mom. Where's Mom? Show me Mom.
Mom is right over here.
Mom. Hi, Mom.
She's freezing from the air conditioners.
Oh, you're cold with the air conditioner. My mom was always cold, too. My mom was always freezing with the air conditioning. She wanted it on, but she was always cold. So, wear 5 sweaters. All right. So you hi, honey. She looks pretty in the coral color, in the peachy color. Okay.
She?
Yeah, she does. Like a creamsicle over there, all bundled up. You're bundled up too. Why don't you lower the air conditioning so you're not paying the big bill?
Because I have this big fat dog.
Oh, the dog. Well, okay. That's okay because I love dogs. So the dog, let the dog be comfortable. That does not look like amber to me. That looks like smoky topaz. That also looks like a citrine, those particular pieces. The yellow ones could be amber, but they look like a citrine, but you're not really holding it up for me very well. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's a citrine. Value on that bracelet. Now, those are faux. So those are not those are not real. It's not 14 karat gold. That particular bracelet is worth just about $150. Thank you very much. Don't freeze.
Thank you.
With the air conditioning. That's a lot of fun. So a couple things about hers, of course, that bracelet, and some of you would recognize that quickly. Those big those big links, those big chain links, and then the stones, the faux stones, Austrian crystals on top. Those links are usually the late 1960s, early 1970s. So that's nice. And then somebody else, pulled up something else. I don't know if that was a necklace or maybe they have earrings that go with it. But if you have 3 or 4 pieces that go, of course, together, make sure that you resell it as a set if you're interested in that. And there's lots of information about indicating and learning those marks at drloriv.com, particularly gold jewelry marks. I give you the gold jewelry list of marks right there at drloriv.com, along with all kinds of research information. And of course, you can do what Arlita does. She reads it all and reads it twice, and she'll learn a lot that way. And so will all of you. Don't forget the binge link right here to rewatch these videos and to binge all the videos. A lot of information there too. So I'm happy to share my knowledge. Many, many years in major museums, of course, and university teaching and as an appraiser. Once old books have been damaged by ick bugs, does that mean they're no longer valuable? Well, that's a good question, Gretchen. A couple of different things. Bugs can become inactive. When I was at the Yale Art Gallery, I've told this story before, we would actually take the books, we'd put them into plastic and put them into a freezer. So you can get them to be inactive. You basically freeze them out. Some books, of course, are worth having restoration to. It doesn't say the value's gone. It depends on how bad the book is and how old the book is and how important and valuable the book is to start. So some books are so valuable that even though they may be, of course, damaged by insects, sometimes they still have a particularly good value. So don't be so quick to get rid of it. Just try not to attract bugs to the books that have not been, of course, damaged by bugs. So thanks for a good question, and thanks for your super sticker too. We appreciate the support as well. Thanks very much, Mick. Nice to see you. And Lori was here too. Some of our fans from way, way back are here too. I tested a Monet bracelet with the Presidium, and that, of course, is a testing device that we offer on the specials and shopping page. I get a small, of course, compensation for the purchases you make, based on my recommendations and years of experience. All stones said glass except tiny accents around the edge which said sapphires. Seems unusual to me. Okay, well, make sure that you are utilizing the piece correctly. And yes, it is possible that very, very small good stones are put with glass in order to enhance it, make people believe, oh, good, we've got some good and some not so good. A lot of people don't do the testing and they don't realize that the larger pieces are glass. So yeah, that could be possible, but I want you to make sure that you're utilizing the Presidium and all of your testing machines correctly. So make sure you calibrate it right. But they're very, very good machines. I like them very much. Here's my next guest. I'm Dr. Lori. What's your first name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Dr. Lori. It's Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
California.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. I've been on here a couple of times.
What's behind you? Nothing?
It's
okay. Looks like a Cusco painting behind you. Yes?
It's a Frida Kahlo wrap, and I hung it on the wall as art.
Oh, that's nice. So yeah, she was interested, of course, in the traditions of the South Americans, the Central Americans, of course. Great old Frida. She had a tough life, very difficult life. Along, of course, with his name just went out of my head.
Diego Rivera.
Anyway, what have you got, hon?
I got jewelry.
Let's see it.
So I found.
How did you acquire it?
The Goodwill jewelry jars.
Okay, so do you like the Goodwill jewelry jars?
Sometimes, yes.
Okay, why? When don't you like them? You went sometimes, yes. I think the jewelry jars are great.
Sometimes it's a lot of plastic beads and plastic bracelets, so you kind of have to be real careful about that.
Okay, so do you buy them online or do you buy them at the store and you go, how many are left today?
Correct. I go to the store, and if there's some that I think look good, I'll get them. If not, I'll leave them.
Okay, interesting. A lot of people do them online, and they can only buy so many. You don't let you buy a lot of them. You can't buy like 10. Sometimes they limit it. And the other thing is a lot of people will say, whenever I go to Goodwill or whenever I go to the stores, I always buy one of the jewelry jars just to see. And right here have appraised lots of pieces that came out of those jewelry jars that have been very, very valuable. What did you find?
Well, hopefully I have one. Okay. It's a pearl. I don't know if I can get it in there.
You've got it.
And then on the back, and it is marked 14K 585.
Good. Excellent.
And that's it. It has
how many
little tiny
pearls? How many pearls do you have? It's an 8-inch. It's an 8-inch bracelet.
7 1/4.
How many pearls are there?
16, about 16.
Okay, 16. So you're probably looking at $350 to $450 would be what we typically see. And in this market, you might be able to command about $450 to $500 for it. A couple of things I want you to look for. The size in millimeters of each pearl, whether they're cultured or freshwater pearls, what to look for. And also you want to make sure that those pearls are cultured pearls and they are not the ones that are actually fish skeletons that are then ground up and then put together with paste, typically, because while those are still valuable, they're not as valuable as yours. So I gave you the value based on, and there's not a lot of gold there, but it is 14 karat. It's not like chunky gold, you know. So I gave you in that $450 to $550 range, cultured pearls, 16 of them in 14 karat gold. How much did you pay?
I got it in the jewelry jar, and there was, I'm going to say about $1.
So how many other things were in the jewelry jar, and how much did you pay for the whole jewelry jar?
The whole jewelry jar was $19.99.
And they weren't scratched in the jewelry jar. Here's why. If you put pearls next to something else, even next to the gold of its own bracelet, it can scratch the pearls. Do you see any scratches on the pearls?
Only on the edges of by the clasp.
Yeah,
Only
$400.
Clasp.
Yeah, $450. You're not going to get $500 out of that. But it's still great for the jewelry jar. So good for you. So make sure you're careful. And of course, don't forget when you're on the specials and shopping page, don't forget to look in at my jewelry box recommendations. And the reason for those is because that will actually make sure you don't scratch your jewelry. So if you're wearing them, you know, like the little pearls I have on tonight, you don't want to have them scratched, because once they're scratched, then you've got all kinds of problems. They really don't have the luster. They're not as beautiful. You bought a cell phone so you can open a YouTube account. Good. I think that's great. You know what? This of course helps the economy. This channel helps the economy. I want to help your economy too. Thank you, Renee, for the super sticker. I appreciate your generosity. And I appreciate all of you who are supporting the channel. But yes, if you did that, that's good, because you're helping somebody keep a job. That's good. Anyway, I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. I'm the Ph.D. Antiques Appraiser. And I have my guests who are here with me tonight. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Hi.
Hi, how are you tonight?
I'm good. What's your name?
My name's Karen.
Hey, Karen, what time is it on that big clock behind you? Look at that. It kind of looks like a woman's pocket watch clock, a lavalier watch that a woman in the 1920s would wear around her neck. I like that.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What have you got? Oh, I like clocks too. Clocks are nice. Even if they're not working, I have clocks around that aren't even running. I don't care, because I like the look of them. All right. Where are you calling from? What's your name? Karen, right?
Calling from West Virginia. Yes.
Okay. What have you got?
I have a cigar tray.
Oh, that's nice.
It's dated on the back, and it says the Commodores. Well, what is it?
It says the Commodore. Is it sterling?
It's 1917. It's dated.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's talk a little bit about it. Does it say it's sterling, hon?
No, it doesn't. My husband did research it, and
who's your husband? Let's see his face. Why is he hiding?
Oh,
I'm washing my hands.
He's washing his hands.
Wash your hands. You got to wash your hands a lot. Okay. Come over here. Let me see you. Stand up. Are you tall? Oh, Pepsi. Oh, you're good looking. Why are you hiding?
Well, I wasn't hiding. I've been cutting up chicken.
Oh, you're cutting up chicken. You got to use all the towel paper. You got to wash your hands 1,000 times and the whole thing about chicken. What are you making? What are you making? I might come over. What are you making?
What do you want? Come on over.
Well, I don't know. Are you making fried chicken? Are you making baked chicken? What are you doing to the chicken?
I'm cutting it up because we got it. It's a rotisserie chicken.
Oh, nice. That's good. You did a lot. They did a lot of the work. All right, I digress. So you did the research on this piece, 1917, and it's from the Commodore. And did you learn a little bit about the Commodore Hotel Club? What did you learn about the Commodore?
It's a hotel in New York, and I think Trump owns it.
Oh, does he? Okay, that's good.
Yes.
All right. Somebody has to own it. That particular piece is not sterling silver, but it's a good piece of silver plate. So that means it's silver over copper. That piece looks like it is early 20th century because of the shape of where the areas are where the cigarette or the cigars will go. You notice how big those are for cigars. And you can notice that the position of it, if you hold it up where the emblem is at the top, at like 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock, is typical of ashtrays that are cast in the early 20th century. Value on that piece, because it falls into multiple categories. It's an ashtray, so that's tobaccoana. It's also silver plated, so that's not great, but it's silver plated, and it also relates to a famous hotel. Value on that piece, about $75. How much did you pay? Where did you get it?
I probably paid $1 for it at a Goodwill.
Okay, where was it at the Goodwill? Did you have to go through the bins? Did you have to dig for it? Was it like, treasure hunting?
Yeah, it was one of those places, and I saw it, and I said, 1917, I'm old. I want that. It's older than me.
Well, you're not 1917 old, and I appreciate that you're helping out with the chicken tonight, too. Enjoy dinner.
Come on over anytime.
Thank you, darling. Thanks for being part of it, too. It's nice to see you. Oh, that's fun. So anyway, well, it was nice of his wife to bring us all in. Thank you very much for Rescued History. I'm happy to, of course, share the information I know about history with all of you. I'm glad that you're able to see some of the pieces that are beautiful memories. I do that on the channel all the time. I love to go thrift store shopping, and you can thrift with me. You can also, of course, do that with video calls. So don't forget to book your video call as soon as possible at drloriv.com. I'd love to talk with you about your art, antiques, and collectibles, family heirlooms. I have my guests, and they, of course, are showing me their stuff. I love to see what you guys have. Thanks for being part of the show. You make it oh so much fun. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live, and we've got an Asian piece, and now we've got its owner. Hi, how are you?
Hi,
how are you?
It's Daniela again.
Nice to see you, Daniela. It's good to see you.
Hi.
So, Daniela, you were with me earlier, right?
Yes.
That's great. And now you've got this particular piece. How'd you acquire this? A lot of these are carved. A lot of these are actually cast or they're molded. Some of them are plastics. Some of them are ivory. Some of them are bone. How did you acquire yours?
Again,
Daniela, where did you get yours?
Auction. In Toronto at an auction, and it was, I think I went a little bit overboard. I wanted it.
You wanted it for yourself. We all go overboard when we want it. We're like, I want it. I don't care. I want it. And, it's your money. You earned it, so you could have it. Get what you want. Life's short. This particular piece is a nice piece. Now, I don't believe it's ivory. I believe the piece is, the piece is bone. It's a nice piece, and it's done in sections. Can you see the sections on it? Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
Not
okay, and it's Asian. And this particular piece, of course, is made sometime in the 1930s to the 1950s. How much did you pay for it?
$300.
You paid $800 for it? How long ago was this?
300.
Oh, you paid 300. 300. All right, that's better than 800. Yeah. Value on it is about 500. And how long ago did you pay 300 for it, Daniela? How long ago?
About 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
That's about right. Yeah. That's good. So today it increased in value a little bit. I would suggest that you don't have it near a radiator, an air conditioning vent, or anything else that's going to help dry it out. Thank you very much for showing it to us. What you're looking for there is, of course, lovely hand carving. A lot of them will actually deteriorate to kind of a butterscotch color. And if you want to know the difference between, of course, bone and ivory, I show it to you on one of the videos. So use that binge link to find out more. And don't forget to search the channel. You can find a lot. If you're on, of course, if you're a subscriber to the YouTube channel, and then you can go in and you can search, of course, and say, I want to know about this. Does Dr. Lori talk about that? So subscribe to the YouTube channel right here. And of course, ring that bell so you get alerts when I'm on live doing free appraisals like tonight. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. I'm Dr. Lori, the Ph.D. Antiques Appraiser. And as I said, I evaluate about 20,000 objects a year, and I'm going to about 50,000 objects a year. And I'm going to evaluate this one for you. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Tom from Houston.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Great.
What's happening?
Oh, we went to
What have you got to show me, Tom?
I've got this little piece of Russian artwork.
Yeah, it's nice. How'd you acquire it?
Gail and I went to an estate sale today. And
I gotta say, not great quality, not great handling. I like that it's Russian. I like the international feel of it. I like the subject matter, but I don't think the artist has great skill.
Really? I liked it.
Yeah.
Gail and I both thought it was really cool, but yeah.
Well, it's fine if you think it really cool. I mean, you have to live with it. I'm just being an art critic.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you what I think of it. Can I see the back?
Sure.
Is it signed? Okay, so it's in a 1980s kind of frame.
Yeah.
Is it signed?
Yes, it is signed. It says AB 1998, and it has a little Russian description that I think says winter scene or something like that.
Cyrillic. It's marked in Cyrillic. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say value on that piece is probably about $65. How much did you pay?
What did we pay for that? $7 maybe.
About $7. So you did okay and you like it. So that's good.
Yeah.
I would say that it will really bump up the look of it if you in fact were to get a better frame on it. Can you show everybody the front of it again so I can tell, so I can explain myself with respect to why I'm like, it's okay. So a couple of things that maybe she can hold the camera so we can get it. There we go.
Yeah,
so basically what you're looking at here is you'll notice how the top of the hat of the person who's standing, the tallest person in brown, the top of that hat is actually way, way down over his head. And there we go. Now we're in the middle. The woman in the red skirt is well executed, but the other three figures are not. And the smallest figure sitting on the sled is so much smaller in terms of proportion than the others. I'd also like to see a little bit more of perspective in the piece so you believe that you're moving backward in space. Thanks very much, Tom. Nice to see you both.
Nice to see you.
Bye. So again, we want you to educate your eyeballs so you know to pick the best pieces. $7, you're not going to make a mistake on that. He still did very well, but I want you to take that $7 and apply it to the best piece you can possibly. So they found it when they were out. And you know what? The more you go out and the more you shop, the more, of course, you will find these pieces. And remember, I'm giving you selling tips and reselling tips and also ways to preserve, protect, and ship your pieces right here on the channel. Here's my next guest. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Good. Can you turn your camera horizontally, please? Thank you. So that way we can see the whole piece. Itchy. Oh, is he gone? Oh, maybe he's gone. Maybe he's checking out how he's going to get that to be horizontal. But as I said, you want to look for these pieces. And here's my guest.
Nice. Yeah,
Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. How are you doing?
How you doing? No, they are very painful. They're painful because you screw that.
Okay, you're watching me and now you're on. I can hear myself giving advice.
Today, value on that pair, $795.
Can you turn me off? All right. We'll see whether or not they can turn me off and whether or not the other person can get their camera horizontally. That's all in the fun, right? I hope you're enjoying seeing all these different things from all different places. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. Can you turn your camera so it's horizontal, please?
Oh.
Thank you.
And let's go down.
I think your camera is locked. Your screen might be locked. Oh boy, we're going through a lot of people. Let's see. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live, and I want to remind you, of course, most valuable pieces that you want to look for. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. What's your first name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Dr. Lori. I'm Teresa from Kentucky.
Hi, Teresa. How are you?
I'm terrific. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. What object would you like me to see? Little piece of glass.
Yes, I got a set of 4 of these.
Okay. A set of 4 of those?
Okay.
Is it marked on the bottom?
No, it's a sconce.
So there's no mark on the bottom?
No,
Okay. So can you show me the object? Can you stop putting it down and keep it in front of me so I can see it?
Sorry.
It's no problem. I mean, you know, I'm a magician, but you know, got to help me out a little bit. So nope, it's not in front of you. It's not in front of you. There you go, a little better. And back up toward your head. Go back, 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 back,
There
back.
we go.
Yeah, it's better. All right. So you got 4 of those. How much did you pay and where'd you get them?
$3 each at Goodwill.
They're worth $15 each. They're American pressed glass. They're from the 1970s. So nice, not bad, but not a great deal on that one. Thanks, Teresa.
I figured as much, Dr. Lori, but it was good to learn it. Thank you very much.
It's good to learn it. That's right. And you know, you're making some money. You know, there are a lot of you out there who I've done video calls with me who say, you know what, Dr. Lori, if I spend $5 and I make $10, I'm happy. So some people approach it that way. That's fine. You know, I am brutally honest, and some folks may not be able to take it. I think a lot of people take it. I think truthfully, I'm not that brutally honest. If I'm doing this all the time to help you, I mean, how bad a person could I be? So, you know, but no, I want to tell you the truth. And here's why I want to tell you the truth. I like it crazy. Don't you like it crazy? It's crazy tonight. It's crazy all the time on this channel. And that's what the fun is. But I like to tell you what the real deal is so you can make a good decision the next time. That's why. So yeah, okay, so she didn't make $1 million on her $2 investment. So what? She enjoyed it and she's learning and she's going to get better things as she does it more and more, or he does it more and more. That's what I want you all to know, because I can teach you how to sell it for top dollar. I can show you how to make the money, and I'm not going to compete with you when you're out there thrifting. I'm not going to go to the thrift stores and take everything up that's valuable and not show it to you. I'm showing it to you. I want you to succeed. That's what I care about. So thank you for being with me. Make sure you share the channel. That will help everybody. And make sure you support it as best you can with, of course, super chats and super stickers, and by watching the videos. So please watch the videos. I'm Dr. Lori. Thanks for being with me. I'll see you next time.